Hello, everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 14 Conference Championship Week. We just had an absolute insane BearCave that just decided 5 of our 6 auto bids. We've got Oklahoma, we've got Washington, we've got Buffalo, we've got TCU, and we've got Maryland already punching their ticket to the CFP. But who will join them from the group of 5? Coastal lost. Louisiana is locked out, so who will it be? Will it be the Appalachian State Mountaineers and Coach Zach with the generational talent Flynn Saunders, or will it be Coach MZ and the Army Black Knights? If you don't know what the SFA is, it's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. At any time, you can join in. You can join in right now. You can claim a team. You can set depth charts, set playbooks. You can recruit. You can hire coordinators. You can participate in our sportsbook and our stock market economy to raise coins for rewards. It's a great time, a lot of fun. Check out a link in any of our descriptions. And if you are watching with us live, feel free to use your Twitch Prime sub so you don't have to miss any of the action during today's game. Any and all revenue made through this channel does go back to you guys in the form of a national championship trophy. So if you want your chance at a national championship trophy, consider using your sub. It's a win-win for everybody. And as well, you would receive merch from our friends over at Home Field as well. Home Field Apparel. Check them out. Links are in any of our descriptions, and you can use code SFA for 15% off your first purchase. It also works once per email. And if you want even more SFA content, as we are starting a 7-day postseason extravaganza, I guess you could call it. We're going to be streaming all the time over the next week. But if you want even more content, follow us on Instagram at Simulated Football Association, and I post daily media stuff over there. And you can check out patreon.com/thesfa if you want additional game days, if you want the Playoff Push podcast as well. Check it out. All right. So before we get into the game, as always, we are going to check both of the rosters here, as we've got App State here first. The reason that they are quote-unquote designated as the away team is they lost on a thriller against Army early on in the year, lost on a Hail Mary. So we're introducing the generational talent Flynn Saunders, the 99 overall quarterback. See what he has in store for us today. At running back, you got Charles Coley. At wide receiver, Julius Dickens, perennial team of the year guy, 19 touchdowns on the year, one of the best receivers in the country, and it's not even really close. Rashad Palmer is also a big-time target. You also got John West, the former golden ticket player from New Mexico, transferred to App State. He will be playing along with Jason Brock in the slot in that 4 spot. At tight end, you got Sonny West, the junior, and their offensive line is, pretty mediocre. Some bad spots, some good spots, not their best group. But on the defensive line, you got Maurice Turner on one side and Xavier James, a transfer from Illinois. He currently leads the nation in sacks. So we're going to see if he can have a big day against Army. In the middle, then you got Ivan Valentine and David Wheeler. At linebacker, Rick Wade and Lou Underwood, the transfer from Iowa State from a couple years ago. He's going to need to have a massive day if they have any chance of beating Army again. Remember, this is their only loss on the year. Tyrone Everett as well always plays well above his overall, so I expect him to have a monster day here too. And at corner, you got Amir Morris. You've got Antoine Parker, Chase Webb, and Courtney Harmon. Not their best group. We'll have to see how Army handles this, but some decent speed here at the top. And in the back, you got Julian Miller and Matt Jack hunkering down the edge. And their kicker, Jason Hargrove, he is 7 of 11 on the year. He is 66 power, 80 accuracy, so we'll see how he does today. And let's go take a look now at Army, led by Coach MZ, the former Buffalo coordinator. They are led by Jeremy Silva, the redshirt senior. He has been massive for him this year. They also finally have a healthy Ruddy Rogers this late into the season. The SFA running back, we'll have to see what he does today. You'll also see Jabari Manning getting some touches as well as they run a hybrid option offense. At wide receiver, the SFA player TJ Sanderson on one end. They've got Isaac Shelby as well, but the transfer from Oklahoma, he is back from injury this week. He is in the slot, and he is dangerous, Eric Montoya. Steve Carlton, you'll also see him here or there. At tight end, you got Michael Dodd, you got Eric Jenkins, and the SFA player may or may not play, Trey Hudson. And their offensive line, a lot similar to App State. Some good spots, some bad stuff, but generally a bit better as they do have Buzz Modella, the SFA player, and former BearCave reward. And on the defensive line, Evan Givens. On the right side, Riney Sims. And in the middle, the transfer from Ole Miss, Kermit Scroat and Mort Knudsen. Oh boy, these guys are going to clog up the center. We'll see what they can do. At linebacker, Scooter Burdett is out for the year. He's been out for the year for practically the entire season, so J.J. Jones will fill in his spot. Travis Rowe in the middle here, number 4. He is their middle linebacker. And Jay Cutler, not the quarterback, but the Legion of Dread member, Jay Cutler at right outside linebacker. And out wide, you got Nick Moses, the SFA player, Kenzo Carter, he's 6'5". You've got Joel Wade, and you've got Jemai Slauson, the SFA player, as well. And in the back, you've got Robert Jackson, and you've got Steve Robinson. This secondary is going to have to come up clutch today against the lethal offense from Flynn Saunders and Julius Dickens. And Flynn Saunders also playing for a Heisman Trophy today, so we'll see what he can do. Kick power 76 here for Dominic McCoy, less accuracy. And that will do it for the rosters. So before we get on into it, I do just want to triple check that I do have it on 9 minutes. I forgot here. Also, what a beautiful screenshot I got of Flynn Saunders yamming it deep here. I was proud of this screenshot because you get the defender looking at the camera, and obvious hold as well. All right, so we are here on, and Zach, do you have a jersey request? I don't know if Coach MZ is here, but you do get, MZ does get priority, but if you want a different jersey, you can. And let's get a prediction started while Zach is choosing here. So remember, we don't do any spreads or any of that jazz here. It's just a who wins. Now, most people went with App State today. Or do you like Army? Youssef helmet and white pants. All right, get that prediction going while I get this set up. All right, so we got gold Youssef. There he is. And then we want the white pants. And we'll go white here as well for everything else. And then for Army, that just means that we'll go with my favorite combination from this team. Where is it? Please tell me they have it. They have to have it, don't they? Is it the Tropic that I like so much? Which one? No? Hold on. Tropic, black, gray. Oh, man, I guess they don't have the one I was playing with. Oh, weird. Alright, well, we'll just go with an all black for them with the regular gold helmet here. And we'll make sure we keep those guys at white. So let me get my thumbnail here. Remember, folks, coming into the week, we did not know if this game would be for a playoff spot even, or if it was for a second auto bid or what. But this is for the only group of 5 auto bid the way that the games have played out here today. So a playoff spot on the line. This is basically a first round game. So buckle in, folks. Yeah, the tan one's what I was looking for. And before we get started, let me go on in to check on the props and stuff. I submitted my game day score. Let me know your predictions so we can follow them together. Mine's 31-28. This game, it is a push game and a 55.5 over under. Now, same game parlays. I have one cooking today. 50K to win 350K. So we'll see what happens. But I already won my big bet, so it pays for this bet if I mess it up. So D-Sleep wants 34-28. So before we get started, we are waiting a nice little spread here. About even, 50-50 match here. I think some people being swayed by the Army overall. So generational talent versus the Army Naval Forces. This would be, with a win from Army, the first time in SFA history a military academy makes the playoff. I don't think we've ever had any of the three make a playoff. And so remember, folks, committee meeting right after this if you're on the committee. But yeah, let's get on into it, folks. This is going to be fun. I'm glad I can actually enjoy this game and I don't have to just shit on these teams because I want Coastal in the playoff. Coastal choked, so they're pretty much out of it. They are out of it. So now we can just enjoy this game. Remember, their first matchup, these two teams, the first matchup between them, is probably in contention for the best play of the season when Army had like a 75-yard bomb to win the game after a Flynn Saunders comeback. So we'll see what's in store for us here as we are going to skip the presentation so we don't get a HUD error. And we're at M&T Bank. Is this in Charlotte? I believe it is. This where the Panthers play? Pretty sure it is. What games did you miss? Well, this is game day, so you missed all of the conference championships. If you want to be spoiled, let me know. I can spoil it for you. But we are off. We're going to see Appalachian State get the ball first here in the AAC Championship. A playoff spot on the line. So if you're just joining us, DiGiorno, Louisiana beat Tulsa in triple OT. Hawaii dominated Air Force. Coastal choked to Troy. Maryland won. TCU destroyed Nebraska as Flynn Saunders carries down the opening possession. He breaks a tackle. There goes Flynn, and he's hit by Kenzo Carter, the SFA player. We had Washington beat Arizona. We had Buffalo beat Georgia Tech. And then we had Oklahoma beat Tennessee by 1 point. So here comes Appalachian State. First throw here is to Jason Brock. He gets about a yard. A popular, all the talk about Appalachian State is that they can't perform on game day after that 3-point performance against Navy a year ago and then a watch party not throwing the ball. But they're throwing the ball here early, and that's to Mike Cody. And that's going to go for a yard. So a 3rd and 7 incoming. So we're settling into this game. 2 passes, 2 yards for Flynn. 3rd and 7. Julius Dickens, bottom of your screen. Flynn. Clean pocket over the middle. That's another. He hits his man. That's Rashad Palmer, but it's short. 3 passes, 3 yards. So a stop here for the Army defense as they're going to come after this punt. They do not get there. And it's dropped. So a chance at a return now stops him at the 12. What a miscue. So here comes Army, backed up in their own territory. Ruddy Rogers in motion, the key SFA player here. Silva has time, throws that short, broken tackle. That's going to be a first down and a lot more. Still going. And that's Chad Smith, the freshman fullback, brought down by Lou Underwood. This game, man, it has that CFP aura. One of these teams will play a home game in the CFP as you get option from Army, and he goes down. So much on the line. Second and 9. Ruddy Rogers in motion. They're going to throw it here. They love throwing the ball as he hits Jabari Manning. And it's going to be a third and medium. Army has been reeling of late, beating teams like Rutgers, Navy, and Cincinnati to vault up into the top 25. As third and 6 now, Silva off the back foot, and that is incomplete. Fourth down. So back-to-back failed drives after a couple of first downs. App State on the return, and they don't get much. I still believe Zach should be putting in Flynn Saunders at return man. But that's an argument for another day. Flynn Saunders comes out for drive number 2. It's going to be a screen pass here to Coley. He gets it into the flat. A lot of room, and he goes out of bounds. Handoff now to Coley to the left side. There is room there. He stiffies a man and gets 6. Second and 4 now. Flynn. And that's a catch here. Big time catch by Julius Dickens. There he is. His first catch of the day. One of the best receivers in the country. First and 10 now for the Mountaineers. They are driving. Flynn's going to take off. He does have running ability, and he gets about 1. Second and 9 now as we are close to halfway through this first quarter already here at M&T Bank Stadium. Second and 9. Handoff to Coley. Tons of room up the gut. There he goes! And he's brought down by the last line of defense. 21. Big play after big play on this drive, and they are threatening inside the 10. Can App State break ground first? Option, Flynn keeps it, and he hits hard. That's Kenzo Carter, the corner. The SFA player, the in-game recruit from a couple years ago. Second and goal now, outside the 10. Handoff to Coley up the gut, and he reverses his field, finds some room, and he gets about 5. Charles Coley running with purpose today. Third and goal from the 6. Shotgun, Julius Dickens isolated against Kenzo Carter, bottom of your screen. They give it to Coley to the outside, and he goes down. So the field goal unit trots on out for the first points of the day. 24-yarder from left hash. The kick is up, and it's good. Coley potentially banged up. We'll have to get an update. So Army now comes out for their second drive after, and you got to give them credit, stuffing them for a field goal attempt after all those big plays. Really going to help you out. Triple option now, gets it out to Ruddy Rogers, and he is on the move, breaking tackles. He's still going. Ruddy Rogers is an X factor. He's been injured early on in his career. If we can see him in action, he could take over this game. 2nd and 1. Jabari Manning in motion. They're going to throw it. Silva, he throws it deep. He hits his man. And that's Michael Dodd for 23. Big play there to the tight end. So now on the plus side of the 50, no middle logo on this field. So kind of hard to see where you're at. But a toss out. This is Manning. And Manning gets 4. App State looking pretty good in run defense here early on. Got to shore up that pass defense though. 2nd and 6, back into this option formation. They're going to audible into pistol. Ruddy Rogers to the slot. And that's deep, and it's in. Oh, that was Amir Morris. That was his chance. He was covering at TJ Sanderson, the dreads out there, the SFA player. So 3rd and 6 now. Silva, deep drop, 4-man rush. And he dumps this one off to the flat. That's Ruddy, and he doesn't get there. So big decision now. They're going to bring on the punt team. Not getting aggressive here is Army. They are playing the long game, trying to pin them deep, and they cannot. So we haven't seen an injury update on Coley yet. Both these teams probably feeling the nerves a bit. As I think that's Coley back in there. I don't know if he was injured. I think he's going to be all right. I think that's Coley at least. As the tight end gets his first catch of the day, it goes for negative yards. And they're forcing Flynn Saunders to dump it off early. 6 of 6, but only 26 yards. Once again, Kenzo Carter making a big play, pushing them back. So 2nd and 11 now. Once again, Kenzo Carter on Julius Dickens. They hand it off. I believe this is Coley. Yeah, so Coley is back in. So the injury scare was nothing. He's back. Averaging 7.5 here early on. But it is going to be a 3rd down. They're 0 for 2 on the day. Empty now. Flynn. Over the middle, he hits his man for a first. That's Mike Cody. The drive will continue. Split back set now. Flynn and shotgun. They're going to adjust. Running back to the slot. 1st and 10. Flynn. Free rusher. He hits Coley on the angle route, and he gets 8. The first quarter trickling away. Flynn Saunders is perfect. Much more balanced than we've seen in previous matchups. 8 throws, 8 runs. 2nd and 2. It's going to be a handoff to Coley. That's going to be a 1st down. So 1st down across the 50. App State has been a lot better on offense. We've got Wildcat now. Coley at quarterback, and he's going to run it. And he gets about 5. So some early trickery here from Coach Zach, as that's going to wrap up the first quarter. So there it is, folks. After 1 in this playoff matchup, it is 3-0. Appalachian State has the early lead. Both teams just feeling each other out at this point. Nobody really going deep. We are in for a close one. So 2nd and 5 now. And that's going to be a 1st down. Julius Dickens. continue just to move forward now, threatening the 30, dominating first downs and time of possession. Flynn, once again, just taking what the defense gives him, finding the tight end for 6. So we're now inside the 25. 10 of 10 passing. Handoff, Coley, and he's hit hard by the safety. 3rd down. Robert Jackson on the tackle. Can Army get off the field? Once again in shotgun. They are going to throw it again. No. And they throw that short. Did he hang on? Yes, he does. Coley gets the first. So now inside the red zone. This is such a long drive for App State, just tiring out this defense. And that was risky, but Julius Dickens hangs on. He gets 4. But I'm calling out Kermit Scroat. Mort Knudsen there in the middle. They keep just getting just a few seconds late to get into Flynn. So we're 5 wide here. 2nd and 6. Flynn yet again, only a 3-man rush. He tries to escape. He slides. Moses almost took his head off. So 3rd and 2, App State trying to go up 2 scores. Split back set. They're crowding the line of scrimmage. 4-man rush over the middle. Hits Brock, and that's another first down. Just the dink and dunk today has been electric. 1st and goal now for the Mountaineers. They are dominating time of possession. West in motion. They're going to throw it again. Flynn to the end zone, and it's tipped! And it's incomplete. Almost an interception. So 2nd and goal now. Flynn Saunders back in shotgun. Sonny West all the way to the top of your screen, working on Kenzo. Flynn on the run. It's intercepted! Flynn Saunders is picked off. Was that a defensive lineman? What a mistake. I'm sorry, we have to check to see who picked that off, because you don't have the names on the back of the jersey. Nothing popped up. 61. That had to be a defender. Who got it? It was Evan Givens, the sophomore end. Holy smokes. So now Army finally gets back on the field after what's felt like forever. Can they put something together here? And for App State, man, that was like a 15-play drive that netted nothing. Is now Ruddy Rogers is going backwards. Xavier James off the edge. The sack leader in the country, getting it done in the run game. 3rd and 12 now for Army. Neither team wanting to give an inch. Rogers in motion, and he has to throw it quickly, and it's incomplete. A 3 and out for Army, not what their defense wanted. So punt team coming right back on, and now you got to feel like App State is looking to score. This defense is going to be tired. They got a pick there in the end zone. But how much longer can they hold Flynn Saunders back? They're starting this one at the 50. Saunders, after throwing an end zone interception. Handoff to Coley up the gut, and he gets about 4. As his second quarter is about halfway gone. Feels like Army hasn't done anything today. 2nd and 6. Coley to the outside. Kenzo meets him, and he brings him down. App State just completely controlling the tempo today, but they only have 3 points. A third and medium here for Army. Can they get off the field? Third and 5. Over the middle on the angle route. It's Coley, and he gets 15. And that's going to be Army's demise today if they cannot get off the field on 4th down or on 3rd down. 4 of 6 already. App State 66%. First and 10 now. Coley back up the gut, and he is reversing his field, and he's brought down. That was almost magical. Charles Coley, he's been slippery today. 2nd and 9. Flynn, once again, all the time in the world over the middle. He hits West, and West gets 12. Another first. Jay Cutler already 8 tackles here in the first half. But back in the red zone is Appalachian State over the middle. Open man, that's Brock. And that's another first down. So 1st and goal. They threw a pick last time here. Safety coming down. West in motion. Hand off to Coley. Coley has room to the outside. Coley to the end zone. Touchdown, Charles Coley. App State goes up 2 scores. So Army now on their back foot. The first TD of the day. If you had the first TD, Charles Coley, that cashed. So Army, they've had no time of possession. Unable to move the ball hardly at all. Can they find a way here to get a score before halftime? Now remember, they do get the ball after half, so they can double them up, but you gotta think you need to move the ball here. Ruddy Rogers in motion. They're gonna toss out to him. Halfback throw. He's throwing it deep. He hits Jabari Manning. Ruddy Rogers for 43. What a play. The 5'6" monster throws an absolute wobbler. Holy Toledo. The trickery from Coach MZ got them right back into this. 1st and 10. Tossing it out. Another halfback pass. This time they're sacked. Going for the back-to-back halfback passes. Second and 14. Can we buy a third halfback pass in a row? Silva throws that away. So we got 3rd and 14 now, just under 3 minutes remaining. Audible to the split backs. Silva. And he's sacked again. This time it's Maurice Turner. And the field goal unit comes out yet again. So down 2 scores, they forced to punt it. So the trickery they're unable to capitalize on. Can they get the nice bounce? No, they can't. So it's been all App State here early on. Can they continue to extend this lead? Flynn Saunders and company coming back out empty. First and 10, Flynn, and he hits his man. That's Jason Brock for 10. Clock is ticking. Just over 2 minutes. Plenty of time. 3 timeouts. Plenty of time to extend this lead. Got a wide receiver at running back. That's West as Flynn Saunders takes off. He finds some room. Gets a block. And he gets 11. They gave him forward progress. So 1st and 10 here for App State. They're going to audible. It's been all Appalachian State here early on, trying to cement themselves into the CFP. Hand off to Coley, and he's hit hard. That's the middle linebacker. Army has been laying the boom here today. Second and 9 now. And that's a handoff. And Coley gets a big run. That's 12. Army getting shut out here early on. 90 seconds left in the half. Saunders, he's yamming it deep. And he hits him. Julius Dickens on your dome. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They take a 17-0 lead. The most feared connection in the country. Saunders to Dickens. Just give him the Heisman at this point. Holy Toledo. Now remember, just a couple of weeks ago, we saw UNLV choke an 18-point lead, but we're on neutral field. Anything can happen, but Army, man, they've not been playing well. And, you know, these option teams playing from behind, it never bodes well. We know this team can hit the big play, but they've yet to really throw it to Eric Montoya, yet to find TJ Sanderson. They've got to score before half. Silva, he's going to take off here. He does find some room. He escapes, and he slides under Lou Underwood. Business decision there. Second and 5 now as we got about a minute left here in the half. Silva. And he's hanging on to it. He yams that one deep corner, 50-50 ball, and it's tipped away by Antwain Parker. Silva's only 4 of 9. So 3rd and 5 now. Man in motion. It's going to be triple option to Manning and Lou Underwood in the backfield. And out comes the punt unit. All App State here in the first half. Complete domination. And App State's looking for more before halftime. Touchdown put up 4 scores. It'd still be 3, actually. 45 seconds left. You got to get pressure. Another big hit on Coley. And that's incomplete. It was a drop. So the big hit worked. Second and 10. We got a handoff here to Coley. I mean, this is a bit of an upset so far. But yeah, the only real upset was Troy beating Coastal in the Sun Belt Championship. 3rd and 9. 37 seconds left. Flynn hits him, and that's incomplete. Jamice Lawson making the play. So big stop there for the Army defense, as they got 26 seconds to bite into this lead before halftime. They do have the chance to double them up, but you'd like to at least get a field goal here. Silva, it's going to be a screen. He hits him. Oh, what a move from the fullback. But he only gets 4. Play took a long time to develop and didn't do much. Silva now dropping back again. He's going to take off, and he's sacked. So 3rd and 12 now, 17 seconds left. Quick throw to TJ Sanderson, but that is not going to do it. So they have to punt it again. So App State will close out the half here. See if they can get a nice return. Goes to the right at the 30. You know, Flynn Saunders has an arm on him. See what they try to do here with 6 seconds left. And they're just going to fall on it and take their 3-score lead into halftime. A great start here for the Mountaineers as they lead the AAC Championship 17-0 over Army, looking for redemption over their loss earlier in the season. But it's a long game, folks. We see comebacks all the time. Can Army find a way to put it together? They will start with the ball. We've seen teams able to make comebacks all season long. And despite getting a turnover, and despite some trickery, Army has no points. The pass defense has struggled. Just allowing these guys to eat. How you feeling, Zach? You've held Army to -5 rushing yards. So here we go, the second half. Army kicks it off. All right, so Army and Silva. 1st and 10. Playoff game on the line. You got to make a 17-point comeback for our first military team in a playoff game. Don't quote me on that, but I'm 95% sure Army, Navy, or Air Force have never made it. 2nd and 12. There's just no running game today. And a false start. What are you doing, Army? They are just folding under pressure today.
Still 2nd down.
2nd and 17 now. Coach MZ, what are you teaching these guys? 2nd and 17, Flynn dumps this one off, and that goes out of bounds. What are we doing? Saunders, he has probably like 20-ish yards, I'd say, somewhere in there. 3rd and 21 now. Silva, and he floats that one down in triple coverage. Horrible possession. So punt team comes on out. Army just completely folding here in the American Championship. So 1st and 10 now. App State coming back out. And they're starting in the plus side of the 50. And Flynn goes backwards. Brought down by Givens, the guy who has the pick I think that was the first time we've ever seen a defensive lineman get a pick on a game day. So 2nd and 14 now. Flynn, he's taken off again, and he goes down! Sacked by Givens. Givens, the only player on Army that showed up today. He has an interception, he has a sack now. Third and 20. Flynn, he has time, just floats this out to Dickens, and he gets 2. Brought down by Jay Cutler. So 4th and 18 now. After that horrible possession for Army, App State put up an equally terrible possession. Not going to get the punt block there. See if they can do anything on this drive. Plenty of time, down 3 possessions. We've seen it done. But you got to get to work. Got to get the big plays. Got to start moving the ball. So 1st and 10, Manning out wide. Give you some quick option for Silva. He finds a little bit of room. He gets about 5. But the running game has just been nowhere today. Army has not been able to do anything in the triple option, just the quick option, or even traditional handoffs. Handoff here to Ruddy Rogers, and he meets Lou Underwood there in the hole. Nice play there by Lou. 3rd and inches. And it's just going to be equally tough here as Army does not have a 3rd down conversion. So 3rd and inches. Can Army keep this drive alive? Ruddy in motion. They flip it out to him. There he goes. Ruddy, can he get to the edge? He breaks one, and he goes down to Lou Underwood. Can they finally find some running room? First and 10 up around the 50. Halfback throw, and he almost got it. Ruddy Rogers is 1 for 2 passing the ball today. 2nd and 12. Silva's going to throw it this time. He floats that one deep, and it's incomplete. 50% today. And this is the weak spot of App State. Their secondary, you'd expect Army to be able to move the ball on them with TJ Sanderson, Eric Montoya, but unable. 3rd and 10. It's going to be a screen pass, and that's going nowhere. Throws it late. Are we going to get a penalty? No, we do not, but only gets 2. And here comes the punt team yet again. 0 aggressiveness from Coach MZ. First and 10 now. And Flynn's going to keep this. He gets some room, and he gets about 3. He's at 20 yards for those of you keeping track of your parlays. Shotgun now. Saunders floats that over the middle. That's going to be a first down as he hits Jason Brock. Jay Cutler up to 11 tackles today. 1st and 10. Quick throw, and that was just a miscommunication. Nobody was there. Only his 5th incompletion on the day. 2nd and 10 now. Saunders, 2nd and 10. 3-man rush. Dumps that one off to Coley. He breaks one and does not get the first down. Call him just short. 3rd and inches at the 50. Can Army get off the field? Man in motion, that's Brock. They're going to fake the handoff to him. And a throw, and Coley gets the first. Flynn Saunders with a buttery flip right there as we get Wildcat now. Coley at quarterback. Man in motion, they fake it to him. It's going to be Coley, and he escapes one and brought down by Givens. It's 9. Second and inches now. Stacking the line. Bunch on the bottom. Flynn, and he's sacked. It's Givens again. Big time from Evan Givens today, keeping him in it. Evan Givens, the only man giving them a chance, as they're now out empty. 5 on the 5 receivers. 3rd and 8. Flynn dumps that one short, and that's hit short. Rashad Palmer. So decision time for Zach. Will he punt this? Clock is ticking. And they are going for a no man's land. 4th and 1. And they're out empty. Watch out for Flynn Saunders, keeper. 4th and 1. He is going to keep it. Can he get there? No! Stuffed. Turnover on downs. Is that what they needed to change the momentum? That's a throw to Jabari Manning. He gets 10. So 2nd and inches now. Army desperate for something to go right on offense. Just a little over 9 minutes left in the game. Silva keeps it. He finds some room. That's going to be a first down. They start hurrying it up now. Handoff here to Chad Smith, the fullback. He gets 4. Freshman fullback's been very good today. Inside the 40. Their best drive of the day so far. Montoya in the slot, the Oklahoma transfer. Switching at the line. A quick run. He flips it backwards to Ruddy. What an interesting option call. It goes nowhere, but creative. Running forward and pitching straight backwards. So 3rd and 8. Going heavy option here. They're going to throw it. Silva floats that to Manning, and he's in! First down. First and 10 for Army now at the 30. Desperate for a score. They hand it off to Manning. He goes up the middle. He's still going. He gets 4. Second and 6 now. Army starting to find some running room. Montoya there in the slot. They hand it off to Smith, and he falls forward for a first down. Chad Smith. Watch out, the Black Knights are coming. 1st and 10. Silva under center. Inside the red zone. Quick option, Silva. Nobody to pitch to. He gets 3. Big hit. Took a smackaroonie there from Matt Jack, the safety. 2nd and 7 now inside the 20. Quick option. Formation. And they're going to run that triple option. He's not going to pitch it, and he's short. And as we head to the 4th quarter, it's still 17-0, App State in control. But Army is mounting a good drive here. We'll see if they can get some points. The Army defense has awoken here in the 3rd quarter. A trip to the CFP on the line, folks. 3rd and 1. Army. Manning in motion. They hand it off to him. That's a 1st down. The 10-play drive is continuing. 1st and goal. They desperately need a score. Hand off to Manning, up the gut. He falls forward. Touchdown, Army! They get on the board. The extra point to go get within 10. There it is. So now down 2 scores here for Army. Comeback is not out of the realm of possibilities. So we'll see what App State decides to do. Are they going to try to run the clock with Coley? Or are they going to run their regular offense? Be interesting to see what they decide to do here. 1st and 10. Sanders, corner blitz, he gets it off. Coley gets 3. Wrapped up by Jay Cutler. Flynn Saunders' next throw will be his 30th of the ball game. 2nd and 7. Quick option, Flynn gets it out to Coley, and he's hit hard. The safety tried to take his head off, and he may have just done it. What a hit. Robert Jackson. Army's starting to wake up, folks. Third and 5. 3 and out would be the worst possible thing here for App State, and it's the 1st down. Sonny West outstretched his arm. That was risky. The drive continues. More time will bleed away. Army's got to get a stop. Flynn, and Givens owns him. Evan Givens, you got to stop going to that side. That's his 4th TFL, his 2nd sack. Second and 14 now. Flynn drops back. He takes off. He does escape, and he's hit by the middle linebacker. So Flynn Saunders down to 11 rushing yards on the day. Travis Rowe taking his head off. Army's definitely starting to feel it. Their defense trying to make a play. 3rd and 11. This is the biggest play so far of the game. 3rd and 11. Army trying to get off the field, and they do! Coley couldn't get past the safety. Just not enough arms to deliver multiple stiffies. So 4th down, Army's going to get the ball back. Are we going to see some late heroics here from the Army Black Knights? They are going to run the clock here. Remember, when we start talking about comebacks down 2 scores, you've got to get that score to get within 1 possession with all of your timeouts left. So Army has plenty of time here. They don't start taking timeouts to about the minute mark so they can run their regular offense. As we got Jemice Lawson on the return. He gets 14. And what a difference it's been. It's domination from App State. But Army is not out of it. App State has left the door open here in the second half. No scores for App State. What can Army do here? It's just going to be a run from Silva right behind the center. A QB sneak of sorts. He gets 3. Valentine able to pick him up. 2nd and 7. Plenty of time here for the Black Knights. They're going to audible. Freddie Rogers, he's out for a pass. And a blitz. He breaks the sack, throws it on the run. Hits TJ Sanderson. 30 yards. What a play from Silva. The broken sack and the yam. Yeah, every once in a while in these options, you sometimes see the buttons. So Manning in motion, and that's going to be Chad Smith. He stiffies him in, and he gets about 7. Second and 3 now. And that goes nowhere. Stuffed by Lou Underwood, his 6th tackle of the day. Third and 3 in field goal range. But you want to get the touchdown here. Quick option, Silva, he cuts up field, he can't get it. So decision time here for Army. And they are going for it. They are not kicking the field goal. Massive play. 4th and 1. What is the call? Handoff up the gut. First down, Army. They're keeping it alive. Time's starting to become a factor, though. Silva. He throws it on the run, cross body, and that's caught by Eric Montoya, the Oklahoma transfer. And they hurry it up. Silva. He throws it to the end zone. Oh, it was going to be picked, but it's dropped. Keeping the game alive for Army. 2nd and goal. Triple. Ruddy to the end zone. He pushes. And he's stuffed. Third and goal from the 2. Man in motion, Army. Jabari Manning cuts upfield and he's stuffed again. Fourth and goal, they're going for it. Can App State make the play of a lifetime? 4th and goal. Army. Ready in motion. Hand off to Smith. And he's short. No way. App State takes over. But now you got to worry about the safety. They're going to throw it. And he hits his man. That pretty much is the game. Unbelievable change of events. Coley takes it. He gets some room. And he's pushed out after 18. This game. An epic battle. But it looks like it's going to go in App State's favor. Coley, can he finish the job? He has some room and he gets hit hard. Just got to hang on to the ball. Army's lost their timeouts. Will that goal line stand send the Mountaineers to the CFP? 2nd and goal. App State. App State. Fling gets a first. One more first down should do it, folks. First and 10. Coley. He gets 7. Second and 3. Time is ticking away. The game is pretty much over, barring disaster. Coley. Can he get the first? No, he's just short. Last hurrah for Army. Hand off to Coley. He gets the first and a lot more. There he goes, sending the Mountaineers to the CFP. Victory formation for Coach Zach and the generational talent. The slander he's heard for years. Not being bowl eligible, being on a shitter App State. But here he is, his junior season. The generational talent is going to the college football playoff. One more snap will do it. And as we hit triple zeros here in the AAC Championship, Coach Zach has done it. He's brought the Mountaineers back from the depths and the generational talent Flynn Saunders to the CFP. They win the American, they get some help, and they will have a first-round home game in Boone as they defeat Army 17-7 here on game day. What a game, what a week of conference championships. And we'll see you in bowl season. Thanks for watching. Unreal. That goal line stand was epic. I can't believe Army didn't take a field goal. And I'm pretty sure I just won $350K. We'll have to check the stats. But I was sweating the Army tight end Dodd. He got a 23-yard catch there early on, and I don't think he got another one. So I think the under hits by a yard. So I think I just got $350K. So we now know all 6 auto bids, folks. If you want a recap here, here is what we know. Oklahoma will go to the CFP. Maryland, TCU, Buffalo, Washington, and your group of 5 auto bid will in fact be Appalachian State. They will have a home game, folks. Unbelievable. Now, as we look at the stats, folks, make sure, if you're on the playoff committee, don't talk about who's in, who's not, who's on the bubble, who's not, blah, blah, blah. Wait for the committee meeting. As not a lot of scoring here today, folks. We only got 3 total touchdowns. And Reddy Rogers threw it twice. Jeremy Silva, 112 yards. I mean, they didn't play well at all here for Army. And yeah, Dodd, he only got 23 yards. That's incredible. All right, so there's one of my 3 legs. Buzz Modella. I mean, the offensive line was terrible. On defense, it was all Jay Cutler and Evan Givens. Like, look at what Evan Givens did. What a game. Holy cow. Just unbelievable. Unable to force fumbles. Yeah, they had 3 halfback passes today. I think that doubles all the halfback passes we've ever seen. As Flynn Saunders, 27 of 32, 233, and he didn't even do anything insane outside of the Julius Dickens throw, but we'll have to see if this tilts the needle in his favor for the Heisman, as Beavers did not play this week. Charles Coley gets 155. And through the air, nothing for John West. So another leg for me hits. And Julius Dickens, he gets a touchdown. And now the final thing, did Jemai Slauson get a deflection? I'll have to check. But Zach Sledge, Lou Underwood, everybody getting involved on the defensive side. Couple of sacks. The interior pressure was crazy. I don't know how Xavier James didn't get one. No picks. Couple of deflections here from your boys. And I got to figure out who got deflections. Nobody? I just won $350K. Let's go. All right, so that will do it here. Let's get the players of the game. And remember, I'm going to post all of the results. And then we'll start the committee meeting. So now I can send a player of my choice to the transfer portal. Oh, boy. So y'all better be nice to me over the next week. All right. Boom, there it is. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. We've got a wild week here coming in the SFA. We're going to reveal the CFP and bowl games. It's either going to be tonight or tomorrow. I don't know how I want to do it. It really just depends how long it's going to take us. And then tomorrow is all about submitting your BearCave, folks, and getting that in, because on Wednesday we're going to do Patreon Watch Party game, and then we're going to do all of the bowl games, and then we're going to do the Citrus Bowl all on Wednesday. Then the CFP starts on Thursday. All right, so we've got App State won it, so let's pay out this prediction. All right, folks, thank you guys so much for watching.